Yesterday I noticed while we were driving the Corolla around, yeah, it ran, it idled, it did all that good stuff, didn't want to die. It was lacking some power. So I'm going to try to take some timing off and adjust the carbs so it still wants to idle. Just little timing things. Take it for a few passes up and down the road until I start to get some power back. And do the front alignment. Try to get that as straight as I can because it's awful right now. One wheel's straight, the other wheel's toe in pretty bad. So alignment and a little bit more time and trying to get some power out of it, or back into it. And level out the coilovers, because actually one of them in particular, the driver's side rear is a little bit higher than everything else. I don't know what I was thinking. I just must not have noticed it till now. So we got to drop that down an inch, probably about a half inch. Drop that down and maybe prep the passenger side door and trunk. That'll probably be the basis of today's video. Those three major things. Alright, another eventful day at work finished. But picked up some supplies on my way out the door so I can start wiring up switches for the cooling fans. Right now they're just always on, so it takes forever to warm up. So we're gonna get those wired up today as well, hopefully. I'm going to set my ignition when I hook up my new MSD box to a switch as well, and my fuel pump. So I'll have those three main switches. Alright, so drove down the street, did a little brake stand, that was cool, and then it had no power. So he came down. We're in front of someone's house. But the distributor wasn't tightened, so I think that it just came loose.
Fucking new guy.
Alright, it's just a loose distributor. We've come to the conclusion we can throw a little bit more timing at it. So I'm going to adjust where the rotor button sits to give us a little bit more timing advance. Okay, so we put the timing where it's supposed to be, and it seems to drive alright. It stumbles a little bit. But we can fix that with some fine tweaking of the carbs. The alignment's almost there. It kind of bobbles around the road a little bit. This tire needs to come toe out just a little bit, and it'll be set. So for tonight, I'll probably just adjust that one side down a little bit. And then I want to sand this door and probably sand the trunk. It looks like shit, and then these little spots behind the taillights to prep it for paint. So I'm hoping to get it back on the road for Monday. Plasti dip off and just kind of clean up some shit altogether. I typically use some acetone and then a rough rag to kind of get the plasti dip off, or acetone and microfiber towel to get just some extra shit off of it. And I found some original, some original and then some crazy fucking paint under this thing. It's turning orange and looks like some of the original red showing through. So they didn't do a very good job of prepping this thing at all before they put the other blue that was currently on it. You can see with the acetone, it starts peeling up. You can use a rag. Less work on your fingers. So I'm going to do that to get the rest of the plasti dip off before I, oh, it smells really bad, before I do any more sanding. So, other than the shitty paint, it's pretty much prepped. I sanded it somewhat prepped. I sanded it. I just acetoned all the dust off. I think I'm going to sand it again because it's still really smooth. So I'm going to sand it so it's a little bit rough, and I hope I'm not fucking up my good paint here, because it looks like it. I might have to do another coat here. I think the acetone ate through it just a little bit, but pass that road when we get down to it. Alright, change of plans with the trunk. I think for now, just the condition that it's in, it's just going to take too long to deal with all this shit, all this raised stuff. I plan on getting a fiberglass one. It's going to take some time because they're kind of expensive. So for now, I'll probably vinyl wrap this. The only wrap that I have that isn't gloss white, that won't look terrible, but it'll just be a little cheesy, is some carbon fiber wrap. So I'll wrap the trunk for now. So for the rest of this video, I want to prep the door, the rest of the quarter panel, mask off the windows, and paint it. Okay, I've decided to do this back portion here, because on this side it's really there's one thin little section here, and then here. I'll do all that now, and I won't have to use as much paint. It's small. Like I said, I'm not doing the trunk for now. All this will stay black like I have it, so I'm going to start masking everything off, get that painted. Probably once that should dry, then I'll start on this quarter. We'll get this door done, and then probably wrap the trunk tomorrow. When I'm done this quarter, then I'll clear coat the back, and I'll clear coat the corner. We'll see how that method works. Like I said, I'm not anything close to a phenomenal painter, but the other side came out pretty good doing it like that. One panel per night, pretty much, to let it all set up and shit. A couple coats. See the difference between this paint and this. It's got some sparkle on it. I thought it just popped in my head here. Oh, what if now it's going to be brighter than the side already painted? It's dark on this side, but it's not that far off, so I think we're going to be alright. Done 2 coats. I've already heat gunned this side, but I usually heat gun it and then still give it a few minutes. Don't work too fast. It's just like when you're vinyl wrapping. It's easy to get ahead of yourself. At least with vinyl wrap, you can rip it off. This I don't want to do any sanding. So this side won't take nearly as much paint or time as I thought. So I might be able to get the quarter panel and the door done tonight. I don't have a respirator. I don't know where my dust mask is, so I'm fucked. And it's starting to be more humid than it was predicted tonight, so I want to get this shit done fast. So let's get to it. Alright, got most of this quarter panel done. It's looking pretty even, except for I put it just like this. You can see a couple streaks right here where it didn't really go on even. Not the best light towards the back of it, unfortunately. So I'm going to put another coat over that. Nice slow even coat to try to get it nice and even. The back came out really good. I probably would have time to get that door done tonight. Tomorrow's supposed to be really humid, so tonight's probably my last chance to get it done. Like I said, it's now Thursday. Another video that's taken me multiple days. It's now Thursday. The car's going back on the road on Monday, so I really want to get this paint done. Yeah, I'll probably end up doing the door tonight, and that'll be the close of this video. Alright, here's the finished product of this side. I ran into several shitty cans of paint and clear coat, so it didn't come out nearly as even as the other side. Doesn't look bad. As you can see, I already repaired a clear coat spot with a Fortunato sticker, but we're going to decal this side, mainly just a quarter panel. I want to do the same Techno Toy tuning setup I did, pink, blue, yellow, maybe different colors on the other side or the same colors. We'll see what I have. But yeah, let's do that. Maybe wrap the trunk and adjust the rear ride height, and maybe take it for another spin. Alright, split second decision to put my new MSD box in. This is the old one. Getting rid of all this garbage wiring. That's going to take a while. We're cleaning up at the same time, so get rid of all this trash, and we'll be back here to do the MSD. So, I've got the old MSD out, and I have my new one here with the rev limiter. I've already kind of set it to where I think it should be anyways. I'm sitting in the car with it because it's going to be in here somewhere with me. I might put it, I don't know, I've been kind of thinking of a cool spot to put it, I don't really know. But having it in here keeps it out from the weather a little bit more. Lasts a little longer, the harness won't get all shitty. The only things that'll run out there are to the coil and the battery. So, yeah, let's think of a spot to put it. Mount it, maybe. I probably won't mount it till it's finished, because gotta look at the instructions here, because I ain't no good. So, let's get working on this. And, yeah, hopefully you get to drive it a little bit more. So, let's go. New MSD boxes. Got this running. I gotta clean up some stuff here, or hide some stuff there. That's what I plan on doing, just hiding it. This is the old MSD. Cleaned up all over here. No more tree wires running through. I've got the harness coming through here. I don't like the blue. The black look a lot better, but all I have is this blue. Then I have some of the heat stuff to protect the starter wire and all this. And just a little bit messy on this side, but not as bad as it used to be. As long as nothing catches on fire, I don't care. Doesn't look terrible. This side looks a lot better. And just the inside I still got to clean up a little bit. I like that spot though. You can mess with the rev limit. And it just goes down to there. I got the switches wired up other than the fan. What I have here is ignition. I don't have a starter kill, so it'll still crank, but this is the ignition. Then I have the fuel pump. And then this one will be the fan. But all I have to do is hook the fans up to the switch. So these two wires here. So we're just hooked right up to the battery. So okay, 4 Corollas outside at the moment because we have a 300ZX in here. Finishing up the tension rods and the brackets. Put both of those on and then it will be ready. That's all we have to do. And I got to fix one wire on the Corolla. I got to fix one wire on the Corolla, and then that will be all set. And we should be driving these tomorrow or the day after. Ready? Don't make that stupid fuck. Getting the oil draining in here. Well, we got the brackets up. Don't know if you can see it. Gonna put some fresh oil in it, so it'll be ready for some drifting this weekend. And then, like I said, now that side is the right height. Just got to fix one little wire. I turned my fan on yesterday. I did on a test drive and it shut all the power off to my fuse box. So just got to put another switch and a wire in. Then that one will be all set.
So these things are fun. That's a little more fun.
Braking pistons, all of them.
But beat a Supra.
You did beat a Supra?
I beat a Supra.
And that's what happened?
At the expense of a really expensive engine.
Yeah. Okay, the Nissan's out of here, but it is pouring fucking rain. And the way that wire that I told you about is fucked up for the Corolla, I have to open the hood and put the negative back on, start it really quick, and I don't want to do that till it lets up just a little bit. So hopefully the rain lets up so I can get that started and pull it back in so I can fix the wire. As you can see, there's hail this big landing all over my fucking car right now. It's bullshit. I'm pissed about it. So I just painted it. It's somewhat under a tree, so hopefully that helps it a little bit. Now all of my paint is fucked. So this will be the first drive to work, actually on the roads. Car's legal. It's still got a sticker for another month, so this will be the true test. See how good it is. Yeah, let's get on the road. Fuel pump's really loud, sorry. Okay, so it made it. It's a little darty all over the road. Sorry if you couldn't hear me. I'm using the only camera I have mounts for. And the audio on it's kind of crappy. But yeah, I made it to work. That was a good test run. Hopefully later today we can stop by, see some friends, and close this video out. So let's get to work. Alright, lunchtime here. Eating in the Corolla because I missed it. I'm obviously in the passenger seat because these are not very comfortable to just hang around in and eat. I want to lean back just a little bit. So there's a few things that need to be done. I need to cover up all of this, all the wires for all the gauges. I need to come up with something. The original radio, DIN, whatever you want to call it, doesn't really fit there anymore because of the excess of all the shit. Other than that, it's alright. I need to get a little bit better of a battery or do some research on an alternator, because when I throw the fan on, which is this one, it starts to die down. So it's not terribly. You just hear everything kind of, like the fuel pump will slow down a little bit. But other than that, not a big deal. Drives good. Made it to work, so hopefully I can put enough miles on it today and tomorrow. Today's Friday, where Sunday, change out the oil and do some test drifting, so we can finally put out some good content for you. But yeah, we drove. We seems to be everything's working. I still got to do a little bit of an alignment, but yeah, it's running. So I think we'll close this video out here, and next video is going to be some drifting, whether it's in the 300ZX, whether Taylor's drifting or we're in this thing, and hopefully both this weekend. So yeah, we'll see you on the next video.